So, something weird happened recently. I managed to finish all clients, all meetings. I don't have anything to attend. I have one shift at work tonight. I was supposed to have one last night and that got cancelled. So I've ended up with like a full week off. So the last time I had a week off, I think I did a shoot before this and I've forgotten what it was now. Yeah, so the day after my birthday is the 21st, so the 22nd of May I started placement. And from there, I've had a job as a head chef, left that job. I got this flat, which I've been doing up, and then I moved into another job, and then all through the summer worked 2 jobs, as well as trying to help with the website. And I've since started doing charity projects, working with other charities, doing lots of volunteering, started boxing coaching, started boxing again in general. My life's been pretty much all over. I had 3 days off to go see my uncle, I had Christmas Day off, and I had 3 days off where I went and got this one, who's quite content right now. She's pretty pooped out. So since I've been doing all of this, I've noticed that my university work has really been falling behind, but I've been so defocused recently. So desperate times call for desperate measures. So this is what's brought on the ultimate revision lockdown. Disclaimer, this method requires extreme discipline and no life. So I thought I would quickly go with you exactly what I've done to make sure I get this work done. First of all, I have still got YouTube, but I've actually used an app, a Chrome extension called Stay Focused. So because I waste literally hours at a time on Facebook, if I try and get on Facebook, it's blocked. This is actually blocked until next Monday at 9 AM. Oh shit, I think I spilled more coffee. So I can't get on Facebook at all unless I'm using my phone, but even my phone, I've deleted the app, and this is my old phone here. That's hidden inside a drawer in the bottom of my bedside cabinet, and that's in ultra battery saver mode. It was originally had the battery drained, but I found that the auto text reply didn't work, so I'm not sure if you'll be able to read this. So my phone will automatically send a reply if I get any text saying, "Sorry, but due to a window of free time, I've deactivated my phone and Facebook until 9 AM on Monday the 2nd of January. And then I put my email addresses on here so anyone can get in contact with me if they really need to.
To divert all your calls immediately to voicemail, press 2. Sorry, that was an it. All calls will now be diverted to voicemail. This is the TalkTalk voicemail service for...
You've reached Charlie Cook. My phone and Facebook are currently inactive until the new year. Please instead contact me via email at charliecook97@googlemail.com.
So I am literally only accessible via email or if you come to my house. So to further improve my revision, I'm also keeping track of whatever candle that I am burning whilst I'm revising, as well as whatever aftershave that I'm wearing, because your nose is like one of the strongest, things that helps you remember. So by keeping track of that, as well as whatever music that I'm listening to, I'm able to listen to the music and wear that smell and smell that candle on the day of my exam, which helps me revise. I also normally wear this hoodie, which is my favourite hoodie, and it stinks and it's absolutely full of salt water because I used to wear it after I went surfing, but it's what I've always worn. And I actually used to have different hoodies for different exams, and then when I go into the exam, I wear that hoodie. I also always have the hood up, or I wear a baseball cap, because that just cuts off that peripheral vision and that keeps my focus on the screen and it keeps my focus on the paper. Also in my exam, I also sit at the very front to the side and I put my hood up. Because of my autism, there is something called sensory overload, which basically means I lack a lot of that filter to control what information is coming in. That often leads to, when you see autistic children having fits. As a child, I used to just lie on the floor. That's because we always get a lot of information. We're not just focusing on what's in front of us. If there's a blip, if someone's got their laces untied, if the whereabouts is the invigilator walking, you've got to pay attention to that. You've got to pay attention to so much. So by doing that, it really helps me just focus on exactly what I'm doing. Also, a chronic snacker. So I brought my fruit bowl in here, and I normally have some fruit and nuts, but I don't have any of those. Again, I also have another Chrome extension, and this one is called Screen Shader. And when I turn that on, you can see it gives like an orange tinge to the screen. I get quite a bad eye strain if I stare at a screen for a really long time, and that just really helps in controlling that. Penultimately, this phone is actually a Windows phone, and I have completely reset it. And when I set it back up, I didn't put my live account on, which means I can't get onto the App Store, so I can't have the temptation to download any apps. To further that, I can't actually install Instagram on this phone because there isn't an app that lets you upload videos, and I'm not going to set up a live account just to get Facebook. I only have 3 things for this phone. It has my personal email, my business email, and it has this camera. The very final thing that I did is this desk here used to be here, but when it was here, if I show you what the view is like sitting down here, I've got all of this over here, the window, and I used to be able to see the bed and I could see the dog, and I would get really distracted. So by moving the desk from here to here, so that's here instead of here, and now it's here. So when I sit down here, there is no clutter on my desk anymore because it is all up here. I also have this platform over here to keep my fruit, but this is my view. I've got a laptop, I can slightly see out the window, but it's a little bit high up, so not really. And I can just see my notes. So if I turn, that's almost completely turned around now, and I can just see a bedpost. And if I turn completely backwards, that's my view. But it's actually like more effort to turn around that way. When I'm sat there, I just slightly look to the side. Whereas if I slightly look to the side here, I get that. So this has worked really, really well. Also, it's just helped to segregate between a study space and a personal space. Because when you're locked into this little corner, you can't see the rest of the room. It's like being in a different room. I know that sounds really strange, but because I really can't see the rest of it, especially with a hood up, that's all I can see. This is it. This is my entire view. So that it really is like having a different view. And a radiator from one that be cozy. So that is my revision lockdown. It's obviously quite an extreme method, but I would recommend it to people like me who are quite high energy and really having trouble focusing. I guess technically making this video is a procrastination. Fuck it. I also forgot to mention actually, I have covered the time up on my computer with a little piece of paper, as well as the fact that I've actually hidden my watch in my sock drawer, so I can't tell the time. I literally just have alarms on this phone for when to go to work, which is just tonight, and when to feed my dog, because I might forget, because she's always fed at 6 o'clock. But apart from that, that's everything.